I've recently been out and about, going to some stores, being very safe with my mask, and I started to actually browse and get inspired by a lot of the home decor and holiday merchandise. I picked up a few things, but I'm definitely going back to see what I can find and to get more inspiration. Hopefully in this video, I'll give you some interesting information about the differences between some of the stores that I went to and what I like about them, and just some of the pros and cons of these stores. So let's get right into it. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to discuss what are some of the great stores for home decor and holiday merchandise. Now, I know it's been a tough year. We are in the fall of 2020, but a good way to get your mood up, lift your spirits, and get yourself maybe into the holiday spirit, holiday mood, I think is to visit some of the stores if you can do so safely and if you're comfortable with that. You know, that depends on where you're from, what area of the world you're from, what part of the United States you're from. But if you're able to go, if you feel comfortable going, that's your personal decision. I think that visiting one of these stores is a nice way to lift your spirits, get your mood up, perk yourself up, and get yourself out of your house and really kind of like inspire yourself for, a better year ahead. So with that said, let's get right into it. My number one pick for holiday decor, holiday merchandise, not that it's the best, but it's just first on the list, is Walmart. Now, the reason Walmart is on the top of the list is because that is kind of like my go-to place for everything. Now, I realize it's not for everybody, but one good thing about Walmart is that it basically has everything you need in a one-stop shop environment. And it can be huge, especially if you're talking about the supercenter Walmarts, which I think are great because there you'll find the best selection among the Walmarts, the most variety and assortment of merchandise amongst all the other types of Walmart, simply because they're designed a little better. They have a lot more stuff because of the bigger footprint of the superstore Walmart environment. So if you have one of those Walmarts with that kind of it'll say superstore, at least it does where in the Walmarts that I've seen in many parts of the country. I've been to several states and they all say supercenter on them. That's where you want to go for one-stop shop. The reason I like Walmart a lot also is because I'm there anyway buying groceries, buying different things that I need just for the house. And because I'm there already, it's very easy for me kind of to transition out of the normal everyday buying groceries and supplies routine to checking out some of the aisles that have holiday merchandise or even just different home decor merchandise, so I can get ideas about even little things that don't cost a lot of money but maybe will serve to spice up my house, maybe put a little plant in the kitchen, maybe buy a different light fixture, just buy anything, any kind of decorative piece, including holiday merchandise, just holiday ornamentation, holiday decorations, colorful things for the house. These things I think are great for just inspiring you and making you just lifting your spirits up in these very difficult times. Again, we're in the fall of 2020 as I'm producing this video. Next on the list is Target. Target is kind of similar to a Walmart, and there are like supercenter type Targets, but the difference with Target is it's actually a step down in terms of crowd congestion and just the chaotic atmosphere that Walmart can be sometimes, depending on what time of the day you go and what day of the week. Target is great because it gives you the opportunity to enjoy a lot of what you get with Walmart, just in a slightly smaller package. So it's a little bit of a smaller footprint generally. It's actually a little cleaner in some cases, a little better organized, because Walmart just tends to be a little bit more chaotic. But it's, Target is not as chaotic, but you sometimes sacrifice the quantity of overall things that you can get at a Target as compared to like a supercenter Walmart. However, a big bonus to Target, again, less congestion, less crowded, and in these times, I think That's something that is very valuable to a lot of people. It's a safety feature. I think now, unfortunately, having to say that is true now, but less people, less crowds is, I think, something, worthwhile talking about. And it might be one of the things that makes you want to go to like a Target as opposed to a Walmart. So definitely look at Target for holiday merchandise, home decor. They're very nicely laid out, pretty clean, well organized. And believe it or not, I think Target has a little bit more of an inspired, creative design. It looks like they took their time and in designing the home decor areas of Target and the way they present the merchandise, and definitely the holiday merchandise in Target, I think is better laid out than Walmart. Not that Walmart is bad, but I think Target takes it to another level. And next on the list is just stores that I'm kind of grouped together because they are smaller, and sometimes that can be a benefit. But unfortunately, these other stores that are smaller, depending again on when you go, because they're so much smaller than a Target or a Walmart, typically they can be more crowded. So that's just something you got to think about. They can be a little bit more congested because you're putting a certain amount of people into an even smaller space than a Target. So just keep that in mind. But some of these places that I'm going to kind of mention are places like Michael's, places like Harmon's. Can't forget about Marshall's and Home Goods, especially when you got that combined store, Marshall's and Home Goods. That can be almost like a super center. You're not going to get a ton of groceries there, but you're going to get a wide variety of home decor, stuff, and definitely a lot of good holiday merchandise. I think Marshall's, Home Goods, Harmon's, Michael's. What am I missing? I'm missing Hobby Lobby is another good one. These are great places because you're going to find a very interesting and diverse assortment of home decor and holiday merchandise that you're definitely not going to find at a Walmart or a Target. You're going to see a better variety of unique stuff, nice stuff that you're just not going to see at the big department stores. So definitely check out some of these places. I recently visited some of them and I found some really cool plant fixtures. Found, as far as groceries are concerned, I don't buy groceries at these stores, but I found an interesting variety of spices and like popcorn, just stuff that I wasn't thinking about buying, but I actually bought some of this stuff. Different kind of edible arrangements, crackers, cookies, different things for little gifts. Little things that you can get. And definitely, I was marveling at the holiday decorations that they have in the stores, the holiday merchandise. And now fall of 2020 is a great time to go. If you go right now, you can see a lot of some Halloween stuff. This year Halloween unfortunately is going to be downplayed a little bit because of what's going on. But definitely you can see some of the Christmas stuff. The holiday stuff is really, really there in full effect. You can see a lot of the great designs, a lot of the great displays and fixtures, great colors, and just the way things are laid out in those stores, it kind of inspires you to do the same thing in your home or to do something similar. And again, the prices here are pretty reasonable. I'm not including anything that is super high, any stores that are super expensive here. The prices are pretty reasonable. And again, you just have to worry about, because the stores generally have a smaller footprint, that can be a good thing, than a Walmart or even a Target. You definitely have to consider that depending on when you go, how close you are to the holidays, that they could be, more congested inside simply because there's just less space to house all those customers and people walking through the stores. But these are great shops to go to, great stores. I think you're going to enjoy them. And in the next video, stay tuned to this channel because in the next video, I'm going to take you on a little tour. Probably not going to talk much. I want to just focus on showing you the store experience and some of these things that I'm talking about in this video, just so you could see fall of 2020, what's out there in these stores, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So guys, with that said, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.